Hi everyone, welcome to week 4 of yoga with me. Wow, we've got to week 4 of lockdown. Hope you're all staying sane and keeping yourselves busy. I know lots of people have been baking and doing exercise in their houses and keeping themselves active. So great. And actually now is a really great time to practice yoga and find some space and tranquility just for yourself, so away from any media distractions or anything that's going on at the moment. Obviously we'd like to send out any good thoughts and positive energy to those that are affected and suffering from COVID-19 at the moment. So yes, keep well and safe everyone. So spring yoga is really about cleansing and energizing. It's about finding new growth and building strength as well. So we're going to be starting to build some strength exercise, strength sort of postures into the sequence. It's also a time where you might want to set a new challenge. This doesn't have to be a grand project. It can be something simple as keeping your home and your own space tidy. So have a think about that as well. We'll also be doing some twists where that will be really detoxifying and wringing out organs, those internal organs which sort of stay a bit stagnant over the winter time. Just to let you know as well, most of my regulars know already that I'm 14 weeks pregnant, so I won't be doing any twists myself or lying on my belly. So I will talk you through some of the twists as well. So thanks for everyone sending me some lovely messages. That's really kind. Don't forget also our asana of the month, which we'll be going and doing the pigeon. That's really about opening the hips, opening the heart, releasing those emotions. It can also help from a physical point of view. It can help alleviate sciatica and any lower back issues that people have got. So also if you've been finding that you've been sitting for a longer period of time whilst we're in isolation, it can really help to stimulate waking up the hip flexors and also just alleviating your lower back. We will be doing some modifications and some different types of pigeon today. So let's start by coming to sit on your mat in a comfortable cross-legged position and remove any socks that you have on. And just ground down through the sit bones, just finding some stillness. We're going to take some deep belly breaths, and if you know Ujjayi breathing, you can use Ujjayi breathing. It's basically where you should close off half of your throat with the back of your tongue, so that you then deepen and control the breath. So breathe in through the nostrils, deeply through the chest, and you can place your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your belly, so you can really feel the breath go up and down through the body. Exhale down through the chest, through the solar plexus, down through the belly, and squeeze in the pelvis as well. And then start to exhale, inhale through the nose, through the belly, up through the chest. Start to come and find some stillness and some calmness. Exhale down through the chest, out through the belly, root the sit bones down. And then inhale, up through the chest, up through the crown of the head. And exhale. Set your intention for your practice today. This can be sending some dedications for those that are suffering. It might be just finding stillness in today's practice. Continue with your deep breathing. If you want to close your eyes to turn the focus inward, please do so. Inhale. Squeezing the belly at the bottom of the exhale. Inhale through the crown of the head. And with the next exhale, feel the shoulders release down your back. As if you're finding some stillness and calmness. Releasing the hands and open your eyes. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale down to the right side. Breathing out through the side body, through the shoulder blade. Really feeling the stretch. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale up to the sky and exhale down to the right, the left. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Really feel the pull on your side body. Your sit bone is still grounded down through the floor. Inhale up to the sky. Interlace the fingers out in front of you and tuck the chin in. Inhale, exhale. Releasing the arms. And this time we'll just do some little circles with the top of the torso, just to wake up those hip sockets. Round through the sit bones. Very slowly. And clasping the hands together and roll the hands round, just to wake the wrists up. Keep circling the top of the torso as well. Keeping length in the back as well. And then releasing out the legs in front of you. Don't worry if you don't go too wide to start with. This just opens out the hips a little bit more and just gives a nice little stretch on your inner abductors. Flexing the feet towards you. And take an inhale, reaching up to the sky and down to the left side. Opening out the left shoulder. Sorry, right shoulder. Breathing through that side body again. Doesn't matter if you can't reach your foot. Keeping the feet flexed. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. And exhale down to the other side. Just gentle stretch, just to wake the body up. Inhale. Exhale, opens out the shoulder blades as well. Inhale, exhale. And then come straight up and fold forward. Just go as far as you can, resting the shoulders, resting the back. Take a couple of breaths, really breathing into those deep hamstrings. Again, stretching out the hamstrings can alleviate some lower back issues. And then walking the hands back up towards you, opening out the chest and just opening out the hips. Just squeeze on your glutes. Just flex the feet so that your calves and your thighs are engaged. And then bring the knees up towards you. A nice little squeeze with the knees. And then come to lie down on your mat. Releasing the back, releasing the hips, moving the hips and the knees from side to side. Waking up those hips. And then just drop the feet, drop the knees out to the sides, placing the feet together. This is a nice, just gentle hip opener. It's butterfly, lying down, making sure that your back is quite well grounded to the floor. Placing the soles of the feet together. Connect to yourself. Take a deep inhale and exhale. See if you can breathe down through the hips. Be quite tight on the hips. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to basically lift up your hips and your knees at the same time. And you'll be familiar with this one because these are in your exercises. So what we want to do is lift up on inhale, lift up the hips and lift up the knees super slowly so they're coming together. And then exhale, peel the knees apart and the back down onto the mat. Don't forget to squeeze the glutes as well. Inhale, start to lift the knees, lifting up the hips at the same time. Placing the hands by the sides, pushing the hands to the floor. And then exhale, back down to the floor. One more time. Inhale, hips up, knees together, as far as you can go. And then exhale it out. Really works those inner abductors, this one. And then bring the knees just up, place your feet on the floor. And then we're going to lift up into bridge. And then lifting up the left leg, pointing the toes out in front of you. Inhale. And exhale, drop the back, drop the foot to the floor. Inhale, hips up, right side, point the toes out in front. And exhale, drop the foot, drop the hips to the floor. And just give the hips and the knees a little bit of a wiggle just to release what we've just done. Lifting up the left knee, placing the left foot on the right knee, and then grabbing the right leg. This is your reclined pigeon as well. So if you're really struggling with the classic pigeons later on, come to this pose here. Still a really good hip opener, deep into those hip sockets. And releases the lower back. Press the lower back into the floor. And then if you want to take it a little bit further, you can grab the left knee and release the right leg. And really pull the left knee into the body. Inhale, keep the right leg active. Exhale, down through the belly. Releasing the left leg, placing the right foot on top of the left knee and pulling the left leg towards you, opening out those hips. Keeping the right foot flexed on top of the left knee. On every exhale, see if you can pull the foot closer to the body. Inhale, exhale. Again, if you want to take it deeper, grab that knee and foot and release the left leg down. Pulling the knee closer to the body. Inhale, exhale. Releasing down into any tight spots, any tension in the body. Creating some space and releasing the legs and just give them a little shake and then grab the knees towards you And then just rock from side to side on the back. You can release the head or pull the head in towards the knees. So we're curled up into a little ball. And then start to grab the knees, start to rock up and down the mat. Go 3 times and then sit up at the top of the mat. Trying to flex the feet. Opening up the hips, rolling the shoulders down the back. Do a couple of rolls with the shoulders. Inhale up to the sky, the hands. And you're going to do a twist, so you're going to place the right hand on the left knee. So really feel that twist, and the left hand really round into the back. I'm just going to come forward. And then inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky and twisting around to the other side. Using your right arm as a support for your back. Your back is nice and straight. Remember, twists are cleansing for the internal organs, the liver, the kidneys, squeezing out any toxins, using the breath. Exhale down through the belly. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands to prayer. Pushing the shoulders down the back, rolling over the knees, coming onto all fours. And then we're going to push up. Turn over your feet, push up into downward facing dog. If it's a bit tight to start with, then paddle out the legs, paddle out the knees, finding some movement in your downward dog. It's a very strong pose, downward dog. We want to find some strength. We're building strength in the shoulders. And then come to, if you want to bend the knees instead of straightening the legs, and that's fine. Having a flat back and a flat shoulders is important. Lifting up, stretching out through the back body. Inhale the heels up to the sky and exhale them down. Inhale, heels up to the sky. And exhale them down. Inhale, step the left leg to the top of the mat and drop the right knee under, lifting up into crescent moon. And this time you're going to bring the hands together and bring to the side. And again, I'm not going to twist today. But you can bring your right elbow around to the right side. Really push the hands together in here. I'm just going to come. Inhale, exhale. Pointing the elbow up to the ceiling. And releasing the arms, releasing the hands down to the mat. Untuck the right foot underneath and the left leg to step back into plank. Squeeze the glutes in plank and then step the right leg to the top of the mat, dropping the left knee, bending out the foot and raising up the torso and the head, opening out the heart, the chest. For you guys, bring your hands together and place your left elbow on top of your right knee, opening out. Really feel that twist, keeping the back, length in the back. Inhale, exhale. So on your exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, exhale. And bring your hands, releasing the shoulders, releasing the arms, placing the hands back down to the mat and stepping back into plank pose. And this time we're going to come into side plank. So placing the right hand in the middle of the mat. If you want to drop, use your knee, drop your right knee and then lifting up into the left side. If you want it a little bit stronger, you can straighten out the legs and open out the right side. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, drop the left arm and then switch sides. So left hand in the center of the mat, and it can either be on your knee or you can be on your feet. So really opening up the side body, really good for the obliques and the kidneys as well. Inhale, exhale, and then bring the right hand back down, come down into child's pose, widen out the knees so the belly drops in between, head on the floor. Take a deep inhale here, bring yourself back to stillness, bring yourself back to the intention you set at the practice. And inhale, walk the hands back up to the body and then bring the hands out by the sides and then lifting the hips slightly forward. Gives a nice stretch, a really nice pull on your thighs. Opens the hip flexors a little bit, opens out the shoulders. Just watch the wrists. Strong in the thighs, open out and then lower the hips and bring the hands back together. Stepping the right foot forward and then lifting up the left leg. Opening out into warrior two. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale up to the sky and then switch sides. Exhale, don't worry, we're not staying here for long. Inhale up to the sky and then point both feet to the sides. So you might need to pull them in a little bit together. We're basically going to flow. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, push your hands into prayer. And then start to squat down into goddess. And again, don't worry, we're not going to stay here. Just waking up the legs. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. And this time when we come down, we're going to drop round to the right side. So down into your goddess and stretch out to the right side. Inhale up to the sky and exhale down to the left side. Inhale, building that strength. Inhale, and this time we're going to go down and twist. I'm going to go just forward though, so you guys are going to come down and twist around. I'm just going to stay forward. Inhale here, a little bit lower. Inhale up to the sky, and this time the other side. Exhale down to the other side. Going to come down. Exhale. Keeping the strong feet, strong legs. Inhale up to the sky. Well done, everyone. Bring the hands, interlace the fingers behind the back, straighten out the arms, and then come forward. Releasing out through the legs.
through the shoulders, bringing the hands behind you. Gives a nice pull on the shoulder blades. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Releasing the hands, releasing the shoulders. And then walk over to your right side. That's the torso. Walk the fingers. Walking the fingers over to your left side. And then walking the fingers back to the center of the mat. Turn the feet to the top of the mat. And step all the way to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart. And then dropping your hips down to the floor. Coming into Vinyasa, my favorite. So clasping the hands together, opening out the hips. And again, this is good preparation for the pigeon. Inhale here, exhale. And then walking over to the back of the mat. Placing the hands down onto the mat. Coming into plank, or you can come onto your elbows if you so wish. Onto the elbows. And then drop the knees, the chest, and the chin to the floor. And then pushing up into Cobra. I'm going to come up onto my thighs, so I can't drop the belly. Inhale, exhale, lifting the hips, turning the feet under into downward facing dog. Great work, guys. Shifting the weight from side to side. Look under the right shoulder, look under the left. Inhale, step the feet to the sides as well. Wide downward facing dog. And then bring the hands in a more central, so you're a little bit of a triangle. Triangle here in your downward facing dog, opening out the hips. And then bring the hands back to shoulder width apart and the feet back to hip width apart. Just playing around with the downward facing dog. And then stepping the left leg to the top of the mat and the right leg to the top of the mat. And exhale, fold forward all the way down. Releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck. Say yes with the head, no with the head. Inhale, bending the legs all the way up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, hands into prayer. Exhale, down through the belly. Inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky into prayer, slight back bend. Come forward all the way down, exhale. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat. Into plank. And exhale, knees, chest, chin. I'm coming chaturanga because I can't go on the floor. Inhale, pushing up into cobra. And untuck the feet, open out the chest. Exhale, lifting the hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. And inhale here, just for another breath. And exhale. Really pushing that resistance through the hands on the mat. And this time come into plank. And come to your knees and chest and chin, lying down on the mat. So you're going to lie on your bellies and lie on the front. And just